See, when you want the truth and when you want the facts, you better watch No Filter because I got your back. Ain't no ducking, ain't no dodging, ain't no scheming, ain't no hiding. Cause I got that work. You wanna get this work? You wanna get this work? You about to get this work? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Filter News and Talk, and it's your girl Ingrid. Today's video gonna be just a little bit different than what I normally do. I've been putting out, I've been putting in that work. I've been putting out videos, and you guys have been sending me information. I've been giving you guys information. I'm talking about we have been really putting in that work on this channel, and I think it's time that we do something a little bit different because we gotta eat. We out here fighting crime on an empty stomach. So now it's time to take a bite out of crime. Ooh, that's cheesy, but I love it. Now today we gonna make a roast with some rice and some asparagus. So listen, this is what you're gonna have to do. Okay? This is what you're going. Some people can cook, some people can't cook. Some people don't know how to. I'm gonna help you. We're gonna help because we got to eat. We gotta eat. So listen, you're gonna go to the supermarket or in your freezer. You're gonna get you a roast. Make sure it's thawed out. And the first thing is first, make sure the kitchen clean. Make sure the kitchen is clean. Okay, and once you get your roast, you're going to clean your roast. Now, you could just rinse it off. I have my own cleaner of what I do, and I'll do a video on that of how I clean my meats, because I clean my meat. And then you're going to dry it. Get you a piece of paper towel and just dry it front to back. Let it drain all the juice and the blood and all that off of it. Just, you're going to pat dry it, but make sure it's nice and dry. Okay? Now, the next thing you're going to do, grab your favorite seasoning. Now, some people like seasoning salt, garlic powder, salt, pepper, kosher salt, pink Himalayan salt, different type of seasonings. But today, I'm just going to use these few little seasonings right here. We're going to keep it basic. Get you some seasoning salt and some garlic salt. Okay? Next, get you some garlic powder. It doesn't have to be a fancy brand. It could be one of these cheap brands right here. Just make sure it tastes like garlic powder. Make sure it tastes like the seasoning that you want it to taste like. Now, I like to make my own rub. And that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to make a rub. So you're going to grab some seasonings, your favorite, that you're going to put on the meat. And then I want you to mix them together. You can kind of mix them together to make a good seasoning salt. Make your own. These pictures are just for information purposes only. I said we was going to keep it simple. So here's one with the onion powder, garlic powder, and you got the salt, pepper, parsley, the chili powder. I'm not putting that on my meat. Nah. But it could be good. So, whatever you do, and then you mix them all together. Mix them together, and then we're going to make a rub. See, I like to make a nice rub. Got my seasons right there. I like to make a nice rub on the meat. I like to blend all of the seasonings together and then just rub it. You want to rub your meat all over, the front and the back, okay? The top and the bottom. Because guess what? You eat both sides, so you want to what? Season both sides. Yes, all over. Around the edges, all that. Everywhere. You eat the whole thing, season the whole thing. Make you a nice rub. That's what I like to do. Just make a nice rub. Get all them seasonings in there. And Now the next thing I like to do is get me a oven safe pan. That's what I like to do. A oven safe pan. Because we got to sear the meat first. So what I like to do is in my pan, put a little olive oil or grapeseed oil, and I like to use about a half a stick of butter in my pan just to sear the meat. Now you're going to let that butter and that oil get entangled together, and you're going to cook your meat about 3 to 5 minutes on both sides. Now if you want to add anything to it, now's the time to do it. Now if you want to add onions and your bell peppers, then go ahead. Now it's the time to do it. If you want to throw a little parsley in there, a little cilantro just for the flavor, then go ahead and do that. You could do it now. It's okay. Now, okay, it's not done. It's not complete, okay, because it's still pink and stuff in the inside. But you're going to pop it in the oven, okay? You're going to pop it in the oven for anywhere from 3 to 3.5 hours. Go ahead and take it off the stove. Put your lid on it. If you don't have a lid, use some aluminum foil. Go ahead and put it in the oven for 3 to 3.5 hours till it's nice and tender. It's falling apart. I'm talking about anybody can chew it. Even people with teeth, without teeth, can eat this meat. That's how you want it. Okay. Now when you got like 45 minutes left on your clock until it's done, then I want you to go ahead and put your side items on. Go ahead and get your rice going. Now go ahead and put your rice on, okay? Get you a nice pot, a little sauce pot. Get you some rice, and don't use no water. We're not going to use water because if you use water, then it's going to be bland. It's not going to be flavorful. You want it full of flavor. That's what you want anytime you cook. So get you some chicken stock. That's what we're going to cook our rice in. Some chicken stock. Maybe some beef stock if you want that. But get you some chicken stock and bring it to a boil and go ahead and put your rice in there. You don't need to season the chicken stock because your food is already going to be seasoned. The meat is going to be seasoned. You don't want to over season it. Then it's going to be salty. Okay? Now, got that? Now, while your rice is over there boiling, go ahead and grab your asparagus. Make sure you cut that thick white tip off the asparagus because you don't want that on there. You're going to be chewing forever. It don't taste good. Cut that part off. Okay? Some people leave it on and yeah, they don't taste too good. Rinse them off. Go ahead and put them in a pan, and you can lightly season them. Don't overpower. Don't season a lot, okay? Because you don't want your food to end up being salty. Okay, just lightly season. You can put a little butter, a little lemon on there. Pop them in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how you like them. You might like them a little crunchier than that, but depends on how you like them. And hey, you're going to have yourself a good meal, okay? Now, your rice should be done. This is how your rice should look. And it's going to have so much flavor in the inside. I mean, it's just going to be so flavorful because you use that what? Chicken broth. Yes, it's going to be delicious. Now, if you don't want that type of flavor, okay, and you never tried it before and you want to play it safe, then don't use the chicken broth. Use the water. Use a little water. It won't hurt. But yes, and your meal should look something like this. You got your asparagus, you got your rice, and you got your roast. Now, I wanted to show y'all more, but unfortunately, the actual pictures and things that I had, they didn't turn out right. They were just too dark. So I had to use some pictures that was on the internet. But you're fine. You get the point, okay? But yeah, but the taste, the flavor is absolutely delicious. Now, you can see kind of like the onions up in there, little bell pepper up in there. It tastes delicious. Now, I should have showed y'all how to make the gravy to this, because that's what I end up doing. But I could kind of tell you, you could take like the juice from the roast, put that in, pour some of that in a bowl or a cup with a little bit of cornstarch and a little bit of cold water. Mix it up, put it in there, and let it go ahead and cook and blend in and make a good gravy to it. Delicious. Now wash that down with some Simply lemonade. Oh my God. And you got yourself a good meal. I'm talking about you're going to be stuffed. You're going to be sleep afterwards. And then you're going to be ready to work. Okay? Then we're going to be ready to work. But we had to get something to eat. So I'm going to keep throwing these videos in between my other videos. And this is my series called Taking a Bite Out of Crime. And I'm your girl, Ingrid. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if you did this recipe, and I'm going to have everything that I used, everything you're going to need in the description box. And if you did this recipe, then let me know how it turned out. Peace.